And we are live. Hey, good morning or good evening, depends where you are on the planet. Yay! I'm so excited because we get the chance to connect with someone from India tonight. And over there, it's the morning, really early. So I'm really thrilled about this interview. So I want, before we go into the interview, say hi to everyone. Feel free to ask questions during the interview in the chat. And yeah, tell us where you are right now, where you are watching our live on the Puppet Podcast. My name is Caroline, and I'm a puppeteer. I'm based in Montreal, Canada, and I'm doing those interviews to connect the community all together in this weird moment that we live internationally, worldwide. But I want to tell you that we have kind of good good education stuff that we deliver to puppeteers. We want to give tips and tricks about promotion, but also about building. So we have, and it's this weekend, a wonderful workshop with someone from Brazil. So it's Mr. Leo Del Valle. He will do a workshop about the character and the building, how the eyes and how it's important to fix the nose and the right place to put a lot of life in your puppet. So feel free to have a look on our Patreon and tune in for this wonderful workshop. So for $7, you could be with us on this weekend and see all the workshop we have done. So yeah, feel free to just take the tools. So as a group of puppeteer, we will share all of those tools and we help each other. So that's the purpose of the Puppet Podcast. So yeah, write down where you are watching. So we have a good night from Argentina and Pennsylvania. So everyone, yeah, let's give a round of applause for this wonderful guest that I will bring in the screen directly from India. Please welcome. Yay,
Hi, hi,
Satyajit.
Satyajit Ramdas Padhye. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. So cool to have you. We have difficulties even to pronounce your name because we are from
You
the
can,
opposite side of the world.
Satyajit, you can call me Satya if you want. It's very
Satya.
simple to Satya. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you on the show as you are well known from third generation puppeteers. It's and ventriloquist. It's an
Yes.
amazing
And a
journey
puppet maker too. And a puppet maker too.
in all the families into puppetry. I want you to introduce yourself to the community who are watching
Okay,
right
okay, okay, okay. So, hi friends, I'm Satyajit Ramdas Padhye. I'm a ventriloquist, puppeteer, and puppet maker from India. And I'm a third generation ventriloquist. My father, Mr. Ramdas Padhye, has been doing this art for last 52 years. And my grandfather, Professor Y.K. Padhye, started this art of ventriloquism in India in the year 1916, 16, and 1917, in the middle of that. So
now?
it's a great to have you, to interact with you, Caroline.
Yes, I'm so happy. And you get also involved. I have to drop that to Indian Got Talent. I saw on
Yeah,
YouTube you have
yes,
performance
yes,
in front of like thousands of people. It's so
yes, yes,
cool.
yes. So,
Yeah.
on India's Got Talent, it's been now 10 years that I've been on India's Got Talent. But after that, I've been on couple of TV shows. I mean, many TV shows, like the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which is Kaun Banega Crorepati, which was hosted by India's biggest superstar called Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah.
And I've been on a Big Boss, which is another show which is hosted by another very big Hindi film industry actor called Salman Khan, and many actors I've worked with. So it's a great journey, actually.
It's amazing, and it's so funny because when we think in India, we think Bollywood, we think big production. So it's so cool to
Yeah.
met a puppeteer who is part of that industry. So cool.
Yes, yes, yes. Because like my since as I told you, my the ventriloquism and the puppetry runs in our family. So like right from the 60s till today, like all the major feature films or television shows have featured our puppets or our family actually.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's an honor to have you on the show. And
Yes.
I want to ask you those deep questions that I ask to all puppeteers I met,
Yeah.
and want to
Yeah.
know for you your why. Like, what makes the art of puppetry an art that you cherish?
The art of puppetry, of course, is very special. And as I told you, it runs in our family. So, like, right from my childhood, I've been seeing puppets. So,
Yeah.
it was a part of my family, So, that is the reason I cherish it a lot. And, right from my childhood, somewhere, I had decided that I will take this up as a profession. So my father, gave me an advice that you finish your education first. So I'm a chartered accountant by education. You know,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, a CPA in America or Canada, CPA. So it is the chartered accountancy is equivalent to that degree in India. So I'm
Yeah.
a qualified chartered accountant, and I used to work with my uncle for 1 year, and then I left my job and I started this. But as I told you, right from my beginning, right from my age of 8, I uh, started performing ventriloquism and puppetry, and I used to accompany my father to his shows. I used to see him how he used to talk with the puppets, how his timing of his lines and his performance. So right from the childhood, I was like into the art of puppetry. So this art, somewhere I decided that if I don't become successful as a ventriloquist, I will definitely continue this as a hobby. But luckily, India's Got Talent and all the big shows happens. So I'm professionally I'm a ventriloquist and puppeteer. Right. So that is
Yeah.
the reason this art is very special to me.
Yeah, and you are surrounded by puppetry. I can see your background. You
Yes,
are
yes, yes.
in your studio right now.
Yes, I'm in my studio and I will just show you. This is the Indian Center for Ventriloquism and Puppetry, where we
Mm.
established this in the year 2010 to spread the art of puppetry and ventriloquism. And you can see here, this is a very original creation of my grandfather. In 1920, this puppet is called Gampu, and this is another puppet of a very famous Marathi dramatist called Vishnudas Bhave, which was resurrected by my father. This is a very unique technique. It's a pulley rod string technique. The
Uh-huh.
the puppet is mounted on a pulley, and this is, of course, the famous Punch and Judy puppets. Then this is a marionette from Czech Republic. So this is a world puppet theater. You can say there are different. I have
Uh-huh.
showcased different puppets from different countries, and of course, this is as I told you, this is my father, Mr. Ramdas Padhye,
Wow.
and he has been doing this for last 52 years now, and of course he still performs with me. In fact, I can tell you is more actively involved now. And I will show you, this is the puppet, which is very popular in India. This puppet is called Mr. Crazy, or Ardhavat Rao in Marathi, and this puppet is 100-year-old puppet.
Oh.
So this puppet was brought from England by my grandfather, and this puppet, in India is very famous because my father, you know, performed with this puppet on our India's national television Doordarshan for like decades.
Yeah.
So that is the reason, and during that time, in 1972, the television started in India, and that was the only ventriloquism or puppetry show on television that time. So, this art was very fascinating during that times, in black and white era of television.
That's such
So,
a piece of history.
yeah, so you must be knowing the Edgar Bergen and Jimmy Nelson, all the legendary ventriloquists. So, like that, my father actually did that kind of performances on our national television, Doordarshan.
Wow. That's such a great story and great piece of like content. I really enjoy that. I want to also know your crush. Every puppeteer have a moment in the past where they decide that they will do this for
Correct.
their living. So do you have a like your moment you can tell us where
Yeah,
your crush
definitely.
happened?
I will definitely tell you. In the year 90, as I told you, right from my childhood, I have been into this art. One day, I was in my school, and my class teacher came to me and said that, I was around in seventh grade. You can tell, and she told me that, please do perform the show, 5 minute show, because they knew that I'm the son of Mr. Ramdas Padhye. So then I came to my father and said, I want to perform. So he said, okay, you choose your character, you make your own character. So I designed a Pink Panther character and I performed with it. And the surprise was that my father and my mother were the chief guest for that function. So it was a moment of surprise for me, and everyone applauded and everyone liked the show. But my father came to me and said, okay, now please don't get carried away by the applause. You need to really learn more and more. So
Yeah.
like that was the kind of moment, very special for me, because I was performing in front of my guru, my father.
Totally. That's
That was kind of another moment that I can distinctly remember is it was in the year 1993, and we had done a very big full-length puppet play called Good Night Baby Dino, based on a dinosaur family, and
uh-huh.
it was directed by one of India's biggest ad film guru called Mr. Bharat Dabolkar, and there were 100 puppets in that play, and me and my brother Parikshit were there in that play. And the moment I performed one character, it was a black light puppet show,
Uh-huh.
UV light puppet show, just like a Czech Republic. They have the black light puppets. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the So there I performed the puppet and I got my first applause. And in that very moment, I decided that no, I'm never going to leave the puppet. So that was the first moment, that you can tell me the first crush.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
and that's true. That
moment,
applause is
the applause matters, the first moment, and that gives us so much immense joy to us, because we give joy to people and they give joy to us. That's the whole point, you see.
yes, totally. This is like that's the real pay,
Yes, yes,
this applause. And I want to know also your definition. Everyone has, I think, his own definition about what is a puppet. So do you have in your
yes.
own word what it is for you?
Well, I think puppet. Um, hello, hi, hello, hi, yeah, excuse me, who are you? I am a puppet. Oh, you are a puppet, but what's your name? My name is Mr. Han. Oh, Mr. Han, give you a big hand. Wow. So, Mr. Han, can you define what is a puppet? A puppet? Yes, a puppet. A puppet Ha ha ha. Should have a soul. Oh, soul. Wow. So I think, if you give your soul to the puppet and the puppet is alive, then that is the reason that's the only way the puppet can be alive. So it's like
Yeah.
kind of a transformation of your soul you give your soul to the puppet, and then the puppet becomes alive. I think that is my definition of puppet.
I love it. That's such a good, profound wording. It's so key. That I love it.
Just a transformation of your soul. You just give your soul, and then I think the puppet is alive. I mean,
Wow, I love that. And I want to know also for you, what would be the best field of study to become a puppeteer or a ventriloquist? What is the good path to be professional in this field?
I think there is no such thing like to be a professional. I mean, you just have to start early, get exposed to so many shows. From my way, I can tell you, my when I decided that I will do this art, right
Mm-hmm.
from my father told me that please start performing all kinds of shows, small shows, big shows. So I used to perform in small birthday parties and something. So I think right from my childhood, you should start getting exposed to more shows, and that gives us more experience, right?
Yeah,
So when I was called on India's Got Talent, I was already very confident of performing.
yeah,
So that is very important. So I for any new upcoming people, I always say that just keep on performing more and more shows, because more and more you perform, I think you get more experience, and then go ahead. So there is no, also in India there is no such particular course or about puppetry or ventriloquism. That is the reason we started this ventriloquism, Indian Center for Ventriloquism and Puppetry, so that people can come and experience the magic of this art. We teach here. There are many kids who come here, and nowadays I'm performing, conducting a lot of online workshops on
yeah.
ventriloquism and puppetry.
Wow, that's good to know. If people you are curious about, hey, have a look on this workshop about ventriloquism. It's so cool. And
Yes.
yeah, it's true that to be exposed in front of a crowd is really the way to learn the
Yeah,
job.
because especially once India's Got Talent happened, I getting started getting a lot of offers from television shows and ad filmmakers, and to perform with the biggest superstar called Amitabh Bachchan. It was a kind of a dream come true, but it takes really it was I can't say that it was scary, but I was kind of a confident, because I had done before that, I had done around 2000 to 3000 shows before that. So I was very confident about performing in front of thousands of audience.
Yes,
So
that's
that's the thing.
cool. And I want to know if you feel the art of puppetry is in an ascension or it's getting less popular in your vision or in your country. What do you feel about that?
I think in my country, when my father started this art in the year 1970s, the word ventriloquism was also not known to people.
Mm,
They were like, oh, how this puppet talks. Oh, it is really magic. So slowly after a decade or so, people started understanding the intricacies of this art. What is ventriloquism? What is puppetry? But even during that time, there were not many people coming into this art. But now, after around 50 years of my father performing, and because of the internet, people know about the art. And I think this art is definitely on the increase in India, because there are many people who are coming into this art. We have a great tradition of puppetry. We have the Rajasthani puppets in India. We have great, fantastic puppeteers from Rajasthan called string puppets, and there are also many ventriloquists who are coming up. So I think this art is definitely increasing in India, because every other day I get an email from people that I want to buy this puppet. Can you please conduct the art of ventriloquism, the course on ventriloquism? So like the inquiries have started increasing. So like the art is definitely increasing and getting popular in India. I think there are very few people in India who are doing this, and in fact, if more people come, I think the industry will definitely grow.
Yes, it's so cool to have the viewpoint of every part of the world, and have yours is really, really key in this.
Yeah, I think the art will is definitely growing, and the form of the art and the way it is performed will definitely change. But I think till the humanity exists, the art of puppetry or ventriloquism will definitely be there.
Yeah, I love that. So great. And I want to know for you, do you have a big purpose, like something you cherish for the future? You say, I want my career to go there. What is your biggest purpose as a puppeteer?
Oh, my biggest purpose as a puppeteer, of course, is to spread happiness. I mean, that is why, because I think you get when I perform, get you really be happy inside, and I think on a different level, we make others happy, and you make others smile. I think that is my biggest purpose in about puppetry, and another purpose is to keep my legacy going. That is what my viewpoint is, because my grandfather started this art in 1916 and 17, and my father has been doing this last 52 years. And even my wife Rujuta performs with me. We have a big show where my father, my mother Aparna, my brother Parikshit, my wife Rujuta, we have a production where we perform. So I think along with ventriloquism and puppetry, this legacy should go ahead. That's what I feel. That's the reason I'm doing this art.
Wow, so touching. It's so great. And I want just to add, like, if people who are watching you have a question for our
Yeah,
wonderful guest, just feel free to
yes,
put it into the chat and I will bring it
yes, yes,
through.
yes, yes.
Y-
Definitely.
Yeah,
Anyone interested, you can definitely.
yeah. And I want to know if you feel we like with ventriloquism, maybe more particularly, if we reach like the full potential of this art, do you feel you have like more room for creativity? Like, what do you see for the future of this art form?
I think in terms of if I'm talking about ventriloquism is a form of stand-up comedy, and uh, till the comedy and the stand-up comedy exists, I think ventriloquism will definitely be good. The problem is that for a ventriloquist, you need to be a good script writer, you need to be a good
Yeah.
actor, you need to have a good puppet, you need to have so all these factors, if they are combined together, I think then definitely this art is definitely has a good potential. In fact, there are very few ventriloquists in India, and there are new people who are coming up. So I think this art is definitely has a good potential.
Yes. And what is your vision in 10 years for puppetry art?
In 10 years, maybe if from my point of view, then I want to do a movie, a full-time movie, a big movie, just like the Muppets have done. So I think this kind of thing has not been seen in India with all the Bollywood actors, since India is the only country which produces 800 films uh, in a year in different languages. So I think this country has not seen a movie which is like Muppets, the Muppet movie. So I think with India having this kind of big Hindi film industry and puppetry, I think then it has a huge potential. So I want that is my dream,
Yeah.
if you can say.
I'm happy you name it, and it's good that we have a place where you can name this dream, because we don't know who are watching and what opportunity could be right
Yeah,
there. So
of
that's
course. Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
So
Of course.
yeah, for the conclusion, I always like to see a puppet. So I don't know if you have one ready and you want to bring it
Yeah,
in front of the screen.
yeah. I have a puppet, of course. Uh, I will just show you.
I'm so excited about this.
Oh,
Where
Hi, Caroline. How are you? Ha ha.
I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I'm also good.
what's your name?
And then
What's your good name?
first tell me what's your god name, then I will tell you my good name.
My name is Satyajit.
Satyajit, hi Satya. Hi, I can call you Satya.
Yes, Satya. And what's your name?
My name is Chotu Singhu. Gale gale.
Oh, Chotu Singh. His name is Chotu Singh, and he's the puppet which I performed on India's Got Talent. And
Oh yeah.
please say namaste to Caroline.
Namaste, Sat Shri Akal, Namaste from India. Ha, ha.
So I performed with this puppet called Chotu Singh, and it was a very unique act. I will tell you why I reached the finals of India's Got Talent. By the way, I
Yes.
couldn't win, and it was the first season of India's Got Talent. And the uniqueness about that particular act was that I performed an act where a ventriloquist dummy performs the marionette. He operates the marionette. So it was a very different act. I had put a hand inside the puppet hand and actually operated the puppet. So it gave a feeling that the puppet is operating another puppet. So it was a very unique act. So I think I combined ventriloquism, I combined puppetry, I combined dance, I combined music in one act. So that is the reason everyone really appreciated the art.
Yes, to combine everything. And
Yeah,
how you feel? I will talk to this gentleman over there.
yeah,
How
yeah.
how how you feel to be famous as to be part of this big show?
Of course, it was great feeling actually because of me. He's famous. Otherwise, it was not possible.
Okay. See, can I tell you something?
What?
Without me, you wouldn't talk.
And
Without me, you wouldn't talk.
without me, you wouldn't eat. Okay.
That's so true.
I,
So,
Yeah. You can go ahead. You can.
I want to ask you something.
What?
Chotu Singh,
Yeah.
do you go to school?
What?
Do you go to school?
What?
Do you go to school, stupid?
Yes, I go to school stupid and come home the same way.
So, how do you like your school?
What?
How do you like your school?
Closed.
What? I mean, do you like anything about your school?
Yes.
What do you like about your school?
The recess.
Oh, so you don't like going to school.
Nah.
But I heard that you got the best position in your class.
Yes, I got the best position in my class.
Oh, you got the best position in your class, huh?
Yeah,
What is the best position in your class?
near the door,
What? I mean, where do you stand in your class?
in the corner.
Oh, okay. So, Caroline,
You can ask me any questions if you want.
yeah, I want to know, you perform in English, or it's the first time you?
yeah, I can tell you something. I perform in English also. I perform in Hindi, our national language also, and of course in my mother tongue Marathi. But besides that, I have performed ventriloquism. As I told you, I have represented India abroad in many puppetry and ventriloquism festivals. So in Russia, I performed in little bit of Russian. Then in China, I performed in Chinese. Then in Czech Republic, little bit of Czech language, but very less, of course, 2 or 3 minutes. But most of the part, as I told you, we are a ventriloquist also and puppeteer also. So we combine ventriloquism and puppetry together. So some part of it is ventriloquism, some part of it is puppetry. So that is the reason we are able to cross boundaries and perform in different countries. That is the secret, I can tell you.
Yeah, the secret is to combine art form, right?
That
That's
is, yes, another speciality about ventriloquism is that what is there around, or what who the people are. You have to perform that way. So when you go to Russia and perform in Russian in ventriloquism, they are like amazed. If
Yeah.
the puppet is able to speak the language, it is really fun. They really enjoy it. And I performed in 2018 at the World Puppetry Carnival in Ekaterinburg in Russia. So there, we got a standing ovation there for the show.
Wow. Congratulations for everything. It's so amazing.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay. Okay. So Chotu Singh.
Yeah.
Now, when I say 1, 2, 3, say goodbye to all the people who are watching you.
Oh, all the people who are watching me,
Yes, all the people who are watching you.
you can leave some questions after the interview. You can answer them. Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
when I say 1, 2, 3, you have to say goodbye to everyone. Okay.
Okay.
So one,
Two.
when I say 1, 2, 3, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So 1, 2,
2.5.
all the people must be laughing at you.
No, no, at you.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
एक दो तीन चार आठ छः सात आठ नौ दस ग्यारह बारह तेरह हे अच्छा अच्छा गाय गाय गुड आई गुड नाइट शुक्रिया सायोनारा हे ला 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 yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. It was great fun having you, and it was fun to interact with you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. And I just want you to add, if people want to see more of you, what they should do, where they should watch.
I'm on Instagram by the handle Satyajit Padhye, and on Facebook I have a Satyajit Padhye page. I'm on Twitter, and of course I have my website called satyajitpadhye.com, and even my father's website vpuppets.com. So we design puppets for ad filmmakers and feature films. So we design right from finger puppet till the high-tech animatronic puppets. So everything we design. So they can contact me anywhere for anything.
Yes, thank
And
you.
I would like to make one announcement.
Yeah, go for it.
There is one big movie that is coming up where I have used a puppet. I have designed a puppet, and it is India's first 3D printed celebrity puppet. So the
Oh.
movie is going to release on Netflix in the coming months. So I don't want to talk to you about right now. Maybe people will come to know, definitely.
Cool. We will keep the eyes open to watch this. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Sajja.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye
Yes, bye
bye. Take
bye.
care.
Yeah, you can stay in the
Bye.
studio. We will chat after this. Just stay
Ah,
there. Yeah. Woohoo! Yay! Everyone, thank you for watching. And yes, we are sharing this passion for puppetry art. I just want to bring again this wonderful workshop we do to know more about building, as we said, to know more about how to put more life into your character when you build, about ear, nose, eyes, all of this wonderful stuff. Just have a look to this Patreon workshop we do on this Sunday at 1 Eastern time. So feel free to have a look on this. And yeah, everyone, I will say yay, a little bye. And yes, I will say good night, good morning, wherever you are. And yeah, see you for a next episode, another one next week. Have a good night. Bye.